we're probably gonna split this into two segments if you don't mind.
Mhm.
Um, all right, let's talk about credit cards. So you got a credit card
Credit
before me,
cards.
right?
No.
Yes, because I remember you used your referral for me.
Yeah, you use it? Don't matter. We had at the same time,
Yeah.
around the same time.
Wait,
So
what
yeah.
time do you got dip?
Huh?
What time you got dip?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So no, you definitely had the referral because I remember you got discovered first, and then I Googled it, searched it up, and did my little thingy thing, and then I jumped on.
It was like what, a month later. So yeah, around the same
Yeah.
time.
All
Yeah.
right. So when you chose your credit card, did you like choose it or did you just like um go through and look and research and stuff?
I researched a little bit, I
Uh-huh.
think. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like you always gotta research when you're like get into that.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it's always research.
So what do you think about credit cards? Like not just like the debt, but just like in general. Like what do you think about it?
It's a great way. Build credit. That's a good thing. It's always a
Hmm.
good thing. Yeah, I think we both like always use our credit card.
Yeah.
Like I don't like use my debit card at all.
Hmm.
So like if you know you can pay it, so always use it. That's kind of like my motto.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, credit card is good in a sense if you know how to use it, pay it on time, and your credit goes up. It's always a good thing.
Yeah. I
So
think
yeah, use it.
what was I gonna say? Uh one thing I'll definitely say is like you kind of gotta know yourself. There's some people. All right, one of the things about the credit card that I really like though is um okay, so if there's anyone out there right now, if you get a student a Discover student, is it Discover It student credit card? I think that's what we got, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a student Discover It credit card basically. Um I don't think you need any like credit history. You can get it as a
No,
student.
no.
You get that credit card and you can basically start building your credit off that. Your credit limit might not be high, but that's cool. You just some you're building off of, and then over time they'll increase the limit.
Yeah, it goes
Show you
up.
like a
Yeah.
good you're a good someone who's responsible with their credit card, they'll increase it. And then also I think they pay you like $50 a year for every 3.0 semester you have. So that's nice. Um, but yeah,
Something.
I think you just gotta know yourself. I think all right, something that happened to me not in the beginning, but like I don't know, like about a year after having a credit card was I would buy things I usually wouldn't buy, but it was okay 'cause
Mm,
the money sitting in the bank account. But still, like
mm.
I think if all right, so one of the things that really got me to the credit card was like they were saying 1%, right? So it's like
Cashback.
1% cash back. So it's like I was already gonna pay my phone bill, but now I'm gonna just use my credit card. I'm gonna get 1% back. So it's like I'm already gonna make purchases I was already gonna make. So that was my mindset. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna get a very, very small um
Yeah,
portion I
percentage.
was already gonna use, but it's
Yeah.
okay. But then it started getting to a point where it's like, oh, now they got 5% off if I use night, if I go to night. I'm
Yeah.
like,
For
all
three
right,
months.
let me get let me get
Let me
Nike.
just but
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was a few months where I was going on a Nike binge. God forgive me. But yeah, I was John on that John.
Oh
Uh,
nah, that wasn't me.
I think you definitely gotta like get to that point where it's like I'm not gonna lie, the credit cards definitely try to entice you to spend, spend, spend. But it's just one of the things I've started to do is use my credit cards less and only for like big purchases or fixed expenses. So if I know that every month I gotta pay my phone bill, I'm gonna just put it on auto pay on one of the credit cards. If I know that
Yep.
I gotta get, transportation costs and it's fixed, whatever is fixed, I'll put in my credit card. Because if the price stays the same or your Netflix account, you can put that on a credit card. Some you know is gonna be fixed. But if it's something that fluctuates, like your groceries, put that on like a debit card. Um, I think one of the things happens is like you start spending more than you think you can afford, and that's kind of the scary part. Um, but yeah, because that's what happened to me, where it was like, all right, cool, my expenses were only, I don't know, let's say $300 a month. Then I went and spent like $600 on a credit card because they was putting those little points up there. Um, but yeah, I think that's the thing with credit cards. And then you do want to get to a point where you're using this to build your credit. So try to keep a very small percentage that you use every month and make sure you pay it off on time. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even that too. Like I feel like you can always get like another one. So
Mhm.
like for everyday use.
Yeah,
So like your groceries, gas or stuff like that.
yeah,
But I still like think about it like as a debit card, not like as a credit card.
yeah.
So
As
like I know I'm using it, but
yeah,
like I still know like I always gotta pay it back like every month for
yeah,
something. So like it's not like buy something and be like, oh, 3 months later I forgot. Let me pay it back. So
yeah.
it's always on my mind. Like I owe that money that I gotta pay back.
hmm
Yeah.
one of the things I'll definitely say is if you get a credit card and you spend something, if you don't have it in your bank account, like I'm talking about it's in your bank account. Don't be like, oh, I'm getting paid in tomorrow. If it's not in your bank account right then and there, don't spend it. And if it's
Yeah.
anything like big, and big is like subjective, whatever that price point is to you. If it's anything too big, sleep on it a day. If it's like really big, sleep on it a couple nights, and then see if you still want it. Because that's the thing with credit cards. I'm not gonna lie, credit cards are not addicting, but it's very easy to get caught up in it. Because like you be seeing like 5% off this. If you use your cash back through us, we'll give you X amount of dollars back.
Yeah.
I think that's where people get caught up is like you seen these very, very small. So like let's say example, they'd be like, oh, we'll give you 5% back if you go through Apple. And then you go and buy an iPhone $1,000. Now you out of $1,000. Oh, what is that? Oh, I got $50 back. They gave me $50. No, you didn't actually get $50. You just lost. You just spent $950 on a
Yeah.
phone you was never gonna get anyway. So I think that's what it
Right.
kind of is.
Yeah.
But it's not saying you can't use a credit card, but just be smart with it. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If I do want a phone, I'm probably am gonna use one of the Apple cards or Chase card or whatever I got to pay
Yeah.
it off. Not because I can't afford it, but just because I can get that little like I said, I was already going to buy it. I might as well get a couple percentage
Yeah.
points
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
in my pocket. But yeah,
Yeah. And
um,
interest rate's crazy. Like, I think I
nah,
paid like I forgot I paid it once and that just went up by like 40 so I'm like, damn.
um,
I got an extra $40. So yeah.
yeah, the late fee too, it hits for everything.
Yeah.
I think, nah, I remember when I got my, all right, so like your interest rate is the APR. It's like annual percentage rate. It's like how much they're gonna charge you for like not paying or like late payments or whatever. I think it depends on your credit score. So if your credit score is really high, your thing will usually be lower. I think when so the first week I got my Apple card, right? I got my Apple card, and then I got a update from Mint. They were like, your credit card interest rate has gone up 2%. I called Apple. I'm like, yo, what's going on? They're like, the interest the Feds increased their rate, so we had to increase ours too. My jump been going up.
Uh,
Now it's like at 28%. I was like, damn,
28.
yeah, it's high now. But
Wow.
you won't ever have to worry about the interest rate if you as long as you pay off in full every
Right.
month.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So but yeah, that's something I don't think about. Um, what else? Anything else about credit cards? I'm not thinking about right now.
Yeah.
Well,
It's always good. Just know how to manage it.
try not to get too many. Me right now, how many credit
Yeah.
cards I got? I got 3 credit cards. I plan on just having three, no more than that. I'm done with credit cards. Not like because I'm not being smart with them, but I just don't need any more credit cards. 3 is enough to cover different areas of my life and stuff. So I got the Chase for travel. I got it for food. I got it for pharmacy, and then I got the Apple card for Nike and Apple and Apple Pay because they give you 2% on that. And then what's cool is I got Discover Checking. So Discover Checking, they actually give you 1% back every time you spend. The Discover Checking right now is not available because they're making updates to it, but if they get open again, y'all can definitely use that. The only thing is they only don't have a brick and mortar, so everything's online. But yeah, the credit cards, financial literacy. What else is that is important? I think start young. That's what I would say. So
Start young. Yeah.
but you gotta be very careful about it. If you're 18 and you work in, your little job at Chick-fil-A or whatever, don't be over here buying dumb stuff on that credit card. I promise you. The last thing you want to do is go and buy like 6 pairs of Yeezys, um, and then you mess up your credit score for life. I think before you get the credit card, bro, just really think about it, really sleep on it. Credit cards are not for everybody. I think people need to know that credit cards aren't for everybody. It's only for like some people. Um, If you just know you can't pay, I don't know. For me, I hate being in debt. Oh my God, like I can't sleep
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
call somebody.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't sleep at night knowing I owe somebody. But if you know you can like make sure you pay on time, you have the money in your account. That's one of the things about me is like I know if I die today, right now, the money's in the account for Chase when they call my mom and be like, we want our money. So I'll be good. But yeah. What other things like did we start when we were young? Um, the credit card was a big move. Oh, the credit cards, make sure you don't get them too close together. Because if you try to get one credit card like this month, then next month you try to get another credit card, it's gonna hit your score. So what I'd say is like wait like at least 6 months before you try again. Um, if you do get denied, bro, call them. I remember I wanted Chase so bad. Them boys rejected me twice. And that just hit my credit score. So I was like,
Wow.
I called, I was like, yo, I'm responsible. I know what I'm doing. They was like, all right, we're gonna send it to a review committee or something. And they're like, all right, we'll give it to you. I was all right, cool. Yeah, that was cool.
Mm.
Um,
What's the credit line?
I don't think I'm allowed to say because then I might get scammed again. They might be like, yeah, I'm Lamina. Yeah, yo, how much my limit? All right, I'm about to blow. Oh,
Mm.
another thing about credit cards, I definitely like that. That's why I stopped using my debit card so much was the protection it gives me. So let's say, for example, if someone goes and blows $400 on my credit card, I can dispute it versus if I use a debit card, that's $400 of my money that I might not be able to get back. And if I do get it back, it might be a while. So I'm without $400 for a while. That's why I definitely use
Yeah.
credit cards. Credit cards, you kind of get that protection. It's like, hey, I didn't use this. You know, Chase ain't gonna be tripping over a couple $1,000 if someone uses it. So they can kind of go through the investigation process without worrying. And you don't have to use your own money, lose your own money. But yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's like a security um assurance to it. That's something I like about it. Um, yeah, that's why I say explore. And I think you were saying about like kind of using the debit card as the credit card as your debit card where you kind of make all your purchases on it. Um, if you want to do that, get like, there's like Chase, Freedom Unlimited. There's also, this would be like a second credit card. Chase Freedom Unlimited. There's Apple Pay, Apple Card if you do Apple Pay a lot. I love Apple Pay. Apple Pay is so easy, effortless. Shout out to Apple if y'all want to sponsor us. I'm trying to pop up on a podcast app. Uh, who else? Oh, I know Wells Fargo got a credit card, but I really don't mess with Wells Fargo. I don't like them at all. Um,
Mm. Shots.
there's also the City Cash. It's like you get 1% back, and then when you pay, they give you the other 1% back. So it's 2%, which is nice. But yeah, credit cards is one thing. I feel like I don't know. I feel like financial literacy is just so important. People don't discuss it enough. Um, oh, let's talk about this. All right, let's say for example, I give you $1,000 right now. How you splitting? How you breaking it down? Like what's going in savings, what you spending, what you
I'll
you know,
save.
what you saving and spending.
I want to save like as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always like, if I can save like 50%, I would.
Mm-hmm.
So probably like 10%. Sorry for God. Um, and then 40-50.
40% spending on whatever you need and then 50%
Yeah.
savings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so I don't know if you're also like that, but like for me, my savings during like the school year is very small. And then during like the breaks, that's when like I really can save. So
Yeah. Yeah.
uh I know this sounds crazy, but I swear to God, it's the truth. During the breaks, I can save like close to 80% of whatever I make. And then during the school year, depending on like where I am in the semesters, I can save. I might not be able to save much, but like I know during the breaks I save like a ton more because it's only
Yeah.
school, it's only homework, and then sometimes if I go out and eat or something, but other than that, it's just homework. So I can save a decent chunk. But yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. That's true.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I think if you get into a habit of saving, um, an emergency fund, I think is just like so crucial. I didn't think about emergency funds because I'm only in college. I don't got nothing, but you never know. Like someone might hit you, and if you have like 500, I don't know, $100. Sometimes $100 might be able to enough. But if you get to a point where you can save a little bit on your emergency fund, that's like crucial and a big step to financial
Yeah.
literacy.
Yeah. I gotta think about that.
Yeah. I don't know. One thing I would always say, like when people be like, "What? I need $2 million. I need $3 million to invest. I mean, to be comfortable." Just start small. Just start today. Honestly, if you put $10 a week or however much you can, some weeks you might be able
Yeah.
to put $5. Another week you might be like, "Damn, I'm good. I put $30 in there." Just put whatever you can. Don't like minimize or downplay how much you can put. Just put a little bit. Before you know it, you're gonna have 100, 500, $1,000
Yeah.
in your emergency fund to cover whatever you need. Um, oh, okay, sometimes I get caught up in this, but like, do you ever get caught up in like, let's say example, you walking through the store and like you see you need this thing, but it's a 2 for $5, and one thing might cost 350. Do you get the 2 for $5, or did you just grab one for 350?
Oh, do I need it?
All right,
It depends what it is. Yeah.
let's say for example, it is on your grocery list, but you just
Then
need
yeah.
them. But it says 2 for $5 and you only needed one. It says one for 350. What do you do?
Do I just need it once or what?
You only needed one though, but it says get 2 for $1, buy two get for $5 or one for 350. But you
But
only
like I'm saying, like, am I gonna use it again? Like,
uh
because most stuff, then yeah, like I'll buy two for five. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, let's say that. Let's say you
Yeah.
do need it. So you just got the
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get 2 for 5. Yeah.
but if it's something you didn't need completely and it says buy one 350, buy two for one
Then no,
250, you
no,
probably won't.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that happens all the time. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes there's some deals like Nike be blowing me up. Shout out Nike.
Nike's different.
Nike,
If it's like toothpaste, toothbrush, like
yeah,
mouthwash, like 2 for 5, then yeah, I'll buy stuff. But like
yeah,
if it's like clothes, then no,
no,
I
no.
won't.
Like Nike be always like hit me up. Oh, we got 20% off, and I'm like, that 20% off looking nice.
Yeah, it's good, but like
I'm
no, like
chilling.
I don't need it. Yeah.
Um, I don't know. That's why I try to say like financial literacy, especially like in certain communities. That's how they kind of get us. It's like, oh, here's 20% off this. Who's 40% off? Oh, Uber Eats. Where's John? If you got Uber Eats and you really like, and you really like, I don't know. I think like keeping track of expenses for like a couple months is gonna be helpful. But if you see like Uber Eats keep popping up, try to like get it off your phone. Um, I think one of the things that happens is like I don't be even want to like eat out and it be like 40% off, and it's like, all right, cool, let me grab it. And then you spend $20 and you keep doing that, and then before you know it, you spend like, I don't know, a couple $100 at the end of the month. So um
Yeah.
not getting caught up in like, oh, these little percentage discounts when you wasn't gonna get the thing in the first place. That's the thing.
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
If you like, yeah. If you're not gonna get it, just don't get it.
yeah. So if you seeing these little, here's 10% off, here's 50% off, whatever it is, if you wasn't gonna get it in the first place, don't get it at all. Um I think that's the thing I kind of came to was like, instead of like looking for sales, just get whatever you needed. Let's say, for example, you was like, hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna go in the store and I need to buy a pack of t-shirts, and the t-shirts happen to be on sale, then it's great. If they wasn't on sale, well, I was gonna spend the $20 anyway to get the pack of t-shirts, whatever it is. I think that's what you need to start coming to that mindset versus like you walk into the grocery store, you write down your list, and your list says this is gonna come out to $60. You walk out with $250 worth of stuff, is like, what's
Right.
happening? Oh,
Yeah.
it was all on sale, but did you really need all that stuff though? No.
Yeah.
But yeah, um, that's what I would say. Anything else on financial literacy? I feel like we're gonna definitely break this down into like segments to like really get into
Mm.
some detail.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything? Oh, all right, I got a question for you. Like, what about like when it comes to like finding jobs? Like, what's your mindset on that? Or like how you go about like, or how would you, if some, let's for example, like someone, a younger cousin came up to you, they about to like get to that age of like 17, 18, and like, hey, I need a job. Like, what do you tell them?
I need a job. Like, what do you mean?
Like they need a job. Like, what would you
For
like?
me?
No, for them. Like, if
Uh,
like, we're probably talking like high schoolers right now, young adults. Like, what would you say? Like, getting a job, how to go about it, whatever.
like go to McDonald's. What do you
No,
mean?
don't go to McDonald's. I'm sorry, go to
That's
McDonald's.
where I started.
It's different. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, go for the high paying jobs. Keep it a beam. What is what is
But
uh,
like, internships are always good. Like,
yeah,
if you can find like internships instead of jobs,
but
but like
those
that's
last like
better.
a few months though, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The internships they do be paying a lot. So like, it might be only a few months, but at the end of it, they might give you like 5K, or they might give you like a little stipend. It's nice.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a job, it
Looking
depends.
for
If
a
you're in
job,
school, it depends if you're in school or not. If you're not in school, get your money, bro. Stack that paper up. If you're not getting 40 hours, get 40 hours. If you're getting 40 hours and you're offering overtime, take the overtime. Like
yeah,
max out at every possibility. Me
yeah.
personally, if like someone, my brother came to me, my sister came to me, was like, "Hey, I need a job," I would say try to get like one of those better paying jobs. Walmart, I'm not gonna lie, I would never work in a Walmart unless it was like in the suburbs. Oh God, even then I might not work there. Um, I don't know. For me, like Walmart,
Yeah.
it's like Walmart. Walmart has like that reputation of like a certain reputation that I don't want to work in. Um,
Mm.
but Target pays $15. Walmart pays $17. If you really think you could deal with some of those customers,
What's
I'll
wrong with
to
them?
you, huh?
What's the difference between
Target,
Target and Walmart?
all right. I'm not gonna lie. I worked at Target. Target is better. Oh God. Uh,
Oh God. All
Walmart
right.
probably does have a few like better things in terms of like value and stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's one big thing I didn't mention. Something I did notice when I was working at Target is that some of these brand name um stores, I mean not brand name stores, but some of these brand name companies also make the store brand products. So let's say for example, if you're looking at sugar, Domino Sugar, I don't even yo, if Target fires me, bro, I mean not fire me, but they come sue me, bro. I ain't got no money. But if like Domino Sugar, they also make the Target brand sugar. Like they both come in the same box. I did not know that. That was the craziest thing I ever saw.
Oh,
Um, Purdue Chicken, they also
really?
make Target's chicken.
Really?
And then I went home and Googled it. A lot of these like brand name, they all come out the same factory. They just have
Mm.
different labels on them. So obviously there's some things like if there's some things you just don't like want to skip out on, like I don't know, like aluminum foil. That's probably one thing you just probably want to get the Reynolds brand. Um, maybe there's like milk. You like I want the name brand of it. Maybe like certain ice cream. Ice cream is one thing I would not skimp out on. Get the Haagen-Dazs or whatever you want. Don't get like the store brand. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, but things like sugar or chicken or beef or like yeah, it's like sometimes like there's certain things where you can like kind of like I'm gonna go for the store brand versus the thing brand, and you could save probably hundreds, maybe even $1,000
Interesting.
a year. So that's one thing I noticed. But back to Target versus Walmart, I, I'm gonna keep it a beam. Target just seems, I mean, not Target, Walmart just seems ghetto. Like and when I walk in there, it's like three people at the cashier. It's three cashiers. It's 600 people waiting in line. I go
Hmm.
for one thing. I'm in there for like 2 hours standing in the line. Ain't no carts ever in the joint.
Throwing
Um,
shots. All right.
I might have to deal with like a lousy customer. Target's different. You know what I'm saying? Target, if there's one extra person waiting, they open a whole nother cashier just for cashier for them. I don't know. I just like Target. Um, I
All
think one of
right.
the things at Target that they really emphasized for me was guest uh guest experiences. So it's like you walk in there, they treat you like a guest, not a customer. And I kind of like that environment versus like Walmart where it's just like, oh, you're a customer. Here's your stuff. Here's give us money, whatever. I don't think I like the experience.
Mhm.
But
All right.
but yeah, I think if you're someone who's looking for a job, go get the high paying jobs. Right now, I feel like there's too many jobs where like they're paying high salaries. Not high salary, but high hourly wages. Go for it. Get your 16, 17, 18, $19 an hour, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And always be looking to go up. I'm not gonna lie. Um, yeah, always be looking to go up. Don't settle. If you right now you're making, I don't know, you're $12 an hour, work that. Oh, that's one thing. It's better to have a job than no job. So take the $12 an hour, but don't be afraid to be applying on the side for other jobs and just keep moving, keep moving. Make $1 extra, $2 extra. It'll start adding up quick.
Mm.
Oh,
Good point.
I know you don't agree with it, but hopefully those other people do. If your company or employer has um what's it called? Retirement contributions, take it. It's literally free money. Free money. So when I was working at Target, if I put in up to 5% of my paycheck, if I put it into retirement, they would match it. So if 5% of my paycheck was $150, they also put $150 in. That's that's free money right there. So take that. Obviously, I think they usually have like advisors that you can free consultations and they'll help you figure it out. But do that. I promise you, you don't want to look back in like 20 years and be like, damn, I could have had, I could have doubled. It's literally double your money. Whatever you had, you could have doubled it if you retire. If you did it with them.
But school's always first. Remember that.
What do you mean
School
school
first. School's always first.
What do you mean?
I feel like in terms of like medicine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I would rather like suggest someone to like go to school for something instead of getting a job right now. That
All right,
will later pay
let's say
more.
STEM because we probably can include all of them. Let's say STEM, right? We probably say STEM,
Yeah. Yeah.
like the
So
STEM
like I'm trying
jobs.
to think like, yeah, like go for like internships if you know like you go there, you learn something, and
Mm-hmm.
then later on they might like call you for like a job.
True.
You know what I mean? Instead of like working at Target to get like more money at like the time, but
Yeah.
like for the long run, like internships and like school stuff,
Yeah.
it's better in my opinion than just like go for like working at like retail
Mm-hmm.
for just more money at like that time.
Yeah. This is kind of like just general information, but
Yeah.
obviously every situation is different. So
Right. Right.
kind of just look at your own situation. I think for me, like right now, I am looking for internships and getting into programs. So I'll just talk with my employer and be like, hey, I need either my hours changed or can I get like some time off so I can do this program or this internship for the next 2 months, and hopefully they'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially if you like if you're doing your thing, they'll be more than willing to help you. I think that's one thing about some of these places. If you're really working and putting a guy in, they're willing to help you out.
Yeah.
That's part of financial literacy too. Like, not I think that's one of the things people get caught up on is like, um, me personally, ain't no loyalty no more for work. If this was like, I don't know, what is it, 40 years ago maybe? Yeah, I could see you staying at one job for like, I don't know, 40 years, staying at one job for 40 years. Now you'd be lucky if you get 4 years. Like, I'm leaving. Um, yeah, like before there was pension plans, there was raises and promotions, so those incentives to stay. But now it's like you constantly changing jobs. That's part of financial literacy, knowing that like, hey, the job market's moving, I need to be moving too. Like, hey, boss, they're making more money. Can I go or what? Well,
Yeah.
I think that's it, really. If anything, we'll just make another podcast. Oh, yo, my sociology professor is gonna be on here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a couple episodes on there. We're gonna talk about society, and some of the issues plaguing it. Toxic masculinity. You an Andrew Tate fan?
What's that? I don't even know what that
Toxic
is.
masculinity.
Yeah, what's that?
Honestly, I don't know.
Give us a
Like,
preview.
like Andrew Tate.
Interesting.
You know who he is.
What is he? Yeah, I know. I've seen him.
He's a businessman, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and some of that stuff he be saying like, women should be. Honestly, hold on. I don't want to misquote the man. I don't know what he be saying exactly, but apparently it's some of it's misogynistic. Um, I've heard a couple of things. Like I've heard some of the stuff he says, but I don't agree with all of it. But that kind of thing of like being like, I don't know. All right, parts of it I agree with, parts of it I disagree with, but that's kind of like the preview. With the professor, I don't know exactly where she wants to take the conversation, but it'll be really interesting to see. Honestly, there was something Q said that also I want to like discuss. What was it, John? Oh yeah, she said social tolerance versus acceptance. I think that would be like a really interesting podcast. I could probably have like a couple people on that for that one. But yeah, that's the episode. So today, what did we talk about today? We talked about money, and we also talked about a little bit about financial literacy.
Yeah,
I talked
wealth.
about wealth. So yeah, it was a really good episode. Yeah, I'll get that out to you guys soon. Thank you for joining
Hope
us.
they learn from it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.